We're working on supercomputers at the moment, and we're up to setting up the high-speed connectors to connect in. So we're gonna get stuck into that. I think it'd be maybe, I'll have to have a look how many machines worth it all is. We haven't been back to the high-speed connector factory since we automated them early on. We made some for the Pioneer, but we haven't touched them since. That will be this factory over here, I think. Yeah, we just made 2 for the Pioneer. Also for the homing ammo, there was 1. Alright, so now what do we need? Let's have a look. There's 16.89 and 2. We're making 2 lots at the same time. Right, well there's 6, and then there's 1 for that one, and 2 for that one. So I'll leave those 2 downstairs. I might configure them now and do the one ups, the next 4 up for this one. Yeah. Now I did do some, there's only 3. There's a 3 and a 2. Let's get rid of that. And then we go with our new one. So there's going to be, I think we'll do, where are we? Right, so that there. We will adjust the belts. Well, these ones we won't worry about. Yeah, this one's done a bit differently. Do I worry about setting this? Well, I need all the stuff done. Yeah, we'll just make some changes. Right, so that one there. And then actually there'll be just this one. I'm going to put that one there. Actually, I probably should put this one here. These are spaced a bit differently, so I don't know. This might be alright. That's not good there. We're going to have to fix that. We've got a couple of things we need to fix here. Power must have connected up here and I screwed that. That one's only working at 35%. Why is that? The quick wire's not coming at the right rate. We need to fix. And this is only 27%. I've got some things to resolve by the looks of it. I think I need to bring in more deuterium. That's probably what's going on. I need to... That's my filter. I need to just delete a few things here first. There's a lot going on here that I need to decipher. That one might actually stay. Which one was that? That was the... No, that connected to there, didn't it? Yep. And that one was to there. Yep. That one stays, this one goes. Means that goes. Does that one go? No. Yes, it does. A few different things going on here. Starting off, I'd be interested. 67 and 40. Oh, maybe they were just dropped down because I had powered them off. That's probably what it was. Because they do seem to be producing correctly, so I'm just going to ignore that. Now we need to work out all this overflow. So this ideally, I want to get rid of this top overflow line to start off with. I think it's unnecessary. So that's its overflow there. It could join in here. Well, actually no. It could come... It's there, right? Okay, yep. There's a lot going on here, but I think I can make it work. No, I didn't do that there because that's going to hit that. Can that one go there? I can. Does it interact with that? No, it doesn't. So there, that's going to go to here. Right. So now I can that one. So that can stay there, that's fine, that's not an issue at this point. And then it joins back up into here, so that's fine. This needs support. It's got it there. Yep. Okay, that comes into here, then it goes out to there. We no longer have that top row. Let's get rid of that. So I can get rid of that, that, and that. So now I can get rid of, now I could have, yeah, this bottom one still coming along. This coming to here. Time for a save. That connects in like that. That's that sorted. So now we've fixed up the little weirdness we had there. That's the first part of what we're doing here. Actually, I think that's the hardest part. I think everything else is okay. We just work it all in. Assume I do have enough space. Yeah, it's all okay. Alright, so this that one's going to there. Give these some support. Nice. And then, yeah, right, yeah, okay. So this one here, let's have a look. This is going to be a single one. Alright, I've got to do a couple of things here first. So this here oh, right, okay, I got to redo. A few conveyor lifts to go in the other direction. That's a bit shit. There's a bit of work involved here. I'm going to put that one there. This all makes sense in a minute. That one there. Oh, I need to get rid of that. And that. So now this overflow which I'm going to make that all Mark 5 now. And this one. Okay. Just got to delete some of these lifts and re-add them. I need one facing running the other direction, a template, which we can do. This one here. I think this is all good now. Savage, hello, welcome. Hope you're well. Thank you very much. I'm doing not too bad, thank you. Just trying to figure out all this logistics. I got too much going on. What about yourself? How are you doing? That was there. Right. Okay. Right. Don't we always? Yes, we always do. It's the game. It's the nature of the game. All right. I need to understand what I'm doing here. So I've got, this is for the 2. Right, so this one here. I'm going to update my blueprint. Just playing some construction build. Nice. Can't say I played it. I'll have to check it out. Load blueprint. Logistics. Sign manufacturer. Ah, right. Of course, I'm in the wrong. I really think they screwed up with the blueprint designers and having different, can't load blueprints from one into another, or, you know, a small blueprint and a bigger designer should be able to be edited. Alright, this is going to be, this one in particular is start off with the 2. Nuclear pasta. So this next, yeah, nuclear pasta is the, no, in this, yes. This one is radio control units. What's that? It's like a co-op version of House Flipper with some construction sim thrown in. All right. Interesting. All right, so quick wire is 120 by 2, which is 60 each. Then it's silica. Which is 50 by 2 is 25 each. And circuit boards 4 divided 2 is 2 each. Right. And then that's going to output high-speed connectors. I'm using the alternate recipe. Ah, okay. Nice. It's going to out. This one is 2. No, 4. It's 2 each. Alright. Alright, I'm going to save that. My other, yeah, okay, alright, cool. Save blueprint. Confirm, clear. Let's go down here and put the sign down, and then we'll do the other ones. So that's for the 2 machines. I'll put it here. So that one is for that one, and then this one over here this one's for Supercomputer, and it's for ADS. I can never remember what ADS stands for. It's a advanced, no, automated assembly director system. That's it. Okay, so for this one it's in at 89.91. Right. Radio, that's that one. This is going to be 37.4625 divide 1. And this one is 2.997. Okay. So this machine is, where are we? High-speed connector silicon at 99.9%. That 0.1% makes a difference. And these two are, let's make a note, I've made that, 66.7%. Paste that. Right, and then I'm going to put something like that. And that one there. There we go. That. That one's ready to go. Alright, so that's all the downstairs done. Then we've got the next floor up. So I'm going to do a I'm going to update my blueprint for my manufacturers. I'm going to make a reverse direction one. This one. Right, so I've got this one here. So I need to change this to be going that way. I did not know you could stick manufacturers underneath themselves. Like that. That's pretty interesting. Right, so then this would be... That's that there, and then I just need to redo these. Redo that one. Redo that one. Right, I'm going to save this as reverse. Okay. So now, on this floor, we're going to do 6 of those. And I'm going to try and bring them back a bit. How much room have I got? Yeah, I need to bring it back one bit. We can do that. I think I can make that happen. And we're just going to have to do... Yeah, I can make that work. Alright, so it goes... that foot. Let's do it from the other end. We're going to do it from this end, don't we? Yeah. That's the one we want. So it's going to be like that. That's where it currently is. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, actually, I need, now that I've done that, that one there. That's 3. I don't think we're going to fit in. That's 4. Maybe. Oh yeah, that's 5. Wow, that's a tight fit. That's 6. Nice. So power. Is over here. How was the movie at IMAX? It was pretty good, Savage. It was sorry, I didn't see that. It was in your face, let me say. When it's made for IMAX, it's like everything's like fills the whole screen, like it's close-ups and that, and then also you're going through vines and water and all that because it's trying to be 3D. It's pretty interesting. Like I liked it, but 3 hours is a bit too long, to be honest. Sorry, I'm just finding how to do my my chat settings to show the time. I deleted my caches, reset my cookies, which got rid of some of my... I'm going to do that. Channel... No, not emotes. I'm just trying to find the timestamp. 3 hours. I don't think they made movies that long anymore. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? I don't eat have any. I don't take drinks in with me. I take a water and a snack, but I don't have much. Show messages. Chat appearance. Here we are. Timestamp for the new messages. That's what I want. Perfect. Yeah. And it's because it, especially IMAX, a new movie, everyone's sitting next to each other. Because you can't, when you book the seats, you can't book one spare seat next to you. I tried it. It says you need to leave 2 spare seats next to you. So I'm like, well, it doesn't matter where I sit then. So I just picked somewhere in the middle where there was a gap of 2 that had been left by someone not wanting someone to sit next to them. But I thought, well, doesn't matter where I sit. But yeah, I get fidgety and you know how it is. Alright, there we go. I'm bringing that. Alright, so that to there, that to there. Right, and there we've got power. So these are going to be high-speed silicon. 93.9%. Copy that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, oh yeah, that's going to work fine. So now it'll be, this is my overflow. That's going to go to there. So then I'm going to put a that's what I want. That's there. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? No, what? No. I thought I built the reverse. Clearly not. Well, I mean, reverse is subjective. Oh no, I did it right. Nah, you idiot. Yeah, no, I had it in the right. I had the right one. I'm doing the wrong thing at the other end. Thank God I hadn't started building things up yet. You gotta love blueprints. I make all this so much easier to do. You make a mistake, that's right. I'll just delete it and re-add it. That one gets a paste. Yep. That gets a paste. Alright, so then this goes to here. I think there and there. Alright, so we'll just put the, that should line up perfectly if I put that's perfect. Right, and then we'll just grab that. Those two. Perfect. Alright, so that's the overflow coming from downstairs. Right out. There. I think I'm going to put it here. Right, I've got a bit of belting to do now. Now these are a three-way. I'm still going to keep the back ones because I can bring resources in the back. So I'm going to get rid of... which one will I get rid of? I think I'll get rid of the bottom one. So I don't need these. I'm not going to need some of these. Same over here. Right. I'm going to connect them all up and then we'll work out the next step. So that one, that one, this is the weird one. I just don't know what's going on with that one. We're just going to mask it. Nothing to see here. That one's in there. That's the machines hooked up. Now I need to hook up the middle of them so they split. This is the... Because I built this with overflow, I'm gonna just split it as it comes in and not do overflow split. That doesn't make much sense, but it makes sense to me. So I need one at this height. Now, is this going to be... Just want to see what it looks like. Yeah, that's perfect. So can come in there. And that one there. I think. I'll work out the resource speeds later. When I built items in, I'll check the built speeds at that point. Let's sort out all the supports. And then we'll delete what we don't need. Get rid of some of these that I don't need. Looking good. It's only fitting that the sign does go here. Alright, so this is the supercomputer. Right. I have coming in quick wire 506.7. Ooh. That's 84.51 each. Then we have silica that's coming in, that'll be 211.125 by 6 is 35.2125. The circuit boards coming in will be 16.5 Whoops. 89, which is 2.817 each. And it's going to output high-speed connectors at 16.89 divided 6. $2.817 each. Right. Simple. Let's make a note of this in the spreadsheet that I've made all these. Now I need to get this all back to the factory. So I'm going to start off with I'm going to do these as a manifold. Can't really get, oh, actually, can I? That is actually not often I use them that way, but this is actually quite fitting. Except they're not. Sometimes like the N ones. That's one. Right, so that one's going to go that way. The only annoying thing is I should make it. If I put this one like this, then I can go, because I can't go out there because that's blocking it. But I might make this one here, and then I can go under and then up. I think I'll do that. Or I could go down. I think I'll go across and up. Well, actually, I can turn and then go up. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll do that, yeah. So that is the output of those. And then downstairs I need the one that's making the individual machine. So this one here I'm going to do its output. Right, let's just check now this direction here first. If I wanted to use this bottom side by side here, I can actually come and shoot across here. Can I? No, we're going to have to use that, yeah. That's alright. That's okay. So it's what? I'm just going to put this at the top so I know where they are. So we know this outside one is the one that has the most supercomputers. Now this one here, what I'm going to do is, it's there, isn't it? I can get rid of this. So this looks fine to me. Right, let's do the last bit. Where I get this. I'll put another one here like this. Right. I'm going to get the side one. And that will sit there perfectly. Lovely. I don't need that one there. It's this one here, I need that one. And that one. That one here. Leftover pizza for dinner. That is. I hope you're having it cold because, in my opinion, that's the only way to have leftover pizza. The only temperature. Oh, that. Hold on. That's not right. That's better. Perfect. Right. So this one here is for the... So these are all going into... They're going to come in and wrap around. Right, these are 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3. And then we've got 1, 2, 3. I stood in the kitchen for 5 minutes about that decision. Ended up reheating it in the oven. Oh, I suppose oven pizza is better than reheating in the oven is much better than reheating in the microwave. The microwave is such an easy thing to do.
You just gotta follow.
Thank you, sweet_time_ for the follow.
Sweet Time's coming in with the follow. Welcome. You're going to be... here? No. That's it. There's one there. That's that one there. This one here, it's going to go there. Beautiful. When I was younger, mid-30s, I think, I lived in an apartment, and that apartment was in the same block as Domino's. All I had to do was walk around the corner. It was dangerous. I put on a lot of weight. I would have had it at least once a week. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's get this. So there. That's going to go to here. This is the computer factory. We're going to that supercomputer factory, the next one over. Now, what is... So this one is the small amount. So I reckon... the other one's a big amount. I'm going to change over the other one, I think. Witchy Twitch, when will the warp engines be available? Warp engines. Have you had a look at the... you might be thinking of another part that's in the game, possibly. If you go to the wiki, is that the right website? No, that's the wrong one. Now I'm back. Perhaps they're thinking they're ballistic warp drives. It could be. Savage. They will be on that. Well, just so happens I have it open here. And you can go to the space elevator. And the ballistic warp drives, they're in phase 5. So that's when you project assembly launch. So you've got to unlock. If you go to milestones on the left there. Yeah, you have to unlock tier 9. And that gives you the ballistic warp drive. Hopefully that's what you're thinking about. Alright, back to it. And I was making some decisions before, wasn't I? Yeah, so that was going to come in. I wanted to... Alright, yeah, okay. Because that went up. So if I had one of them come in here. It's just 3 machines, yeah, that's right. So that came, if that came in there, then that means this one. So that farm one is the one that needs to go down. So it's gonna, I reckon I'm gonna get to, here. So that one can go down. If I did it there, yeah, okay. And this one coming in here, yeah, I've got an idea of what's going to happen now. So that one there. Right. Sweet. So that's good. So I'll get rid of that and that. Okay, so then that's coming in. That one's going to come across correctly. This one here. So this is the high-speed connector. I've already had something come in the back. Alright, so this one coming in here. It can come either. I'm probably going to have it come into here. Maybe. What have I got to come? I've still got plastic. Okay, so it's probably better to be this one here. And you want to know something? I reckon it's probably better if this came in at this height. So we'll just adjust that. What did that do? No. That is not what I wanted to do at all. Alright, that's better. Alright, so if that's coming... Whoa, I just nearly got run over there and it stopped in time. Wood. Wouldn't you know it? Perfect. Alright, so that'll be high-speed connectors coming in. It didn't connect. Second time's a charm. Rightio. So that's that one and the one on the floor above. I've already got that coming in from behind for that one. So this one I think I'll still do it this one here. Right, that's high speed. Okay, that is the high-speed connector machines created, and they've been belted here. So the last thing we have to belt here is plastic. Now that's going to be tricky. Plastic's going to get complicated, but what we can at least do is get the plastic here first. We know the plastic factory is that factory there. I can at least get it from there to here, the belts, and then we do the actual plastic stuff in a bit. Because that's complicated. Because we're doing recycled. So I'm going to make a note here that plastic for super is, hold on, let's go here, where are we? Supercomputer is 157.5 and plastics for ADS supercomputer is 27.93. Right, so then if I go to my plastic, that's the 157.5. It's rubber and fuel. So that'll be 3 machines. And the one for ADS is this one here. Yep. They're the two. I'm going to make these 2 machines first. Oh, no, 4. We'll belt that and then we'll work out how everything else connects. Now, as for... I'm probably going to run the plastic along here. I'm thinking. I can bring it up higher and then drop it down and come across. Well, actually, they are at different levels. And I can do that kind of. We're going to build a partial building. I don't know what this building is going to be for, but for the moment, I'm going to construct it, the wall of it, so we can run the logistics through it.
Smirking 4,999. Can go eat a dick.
That's right, Aussie Matty. How are you? Good to see you. What's happening in your world? That. It's a very small building, this one. What is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I think I'll do a bit in the middle. I reckon we'll do that one, that one. That goes across there. I can still do that. I got all the degenerates in here, Aussie Matty. It's the only place to be. How's your new year going, Matty? That lets me do that. Let's say I'll do the plastic at that level. Your favourite neighbourhood stalker? Wow. Oh, I know who to look out for now. Right, so that might reach all the way. It's going to reach to there. Right, that'll be plastic. Perfect. So that's 157. I need to, no, that one's, this is all Mark 1, that's all right. That's not an issue, that one. It's the next floor below that we're going to have some changes, I think. Now for this one, the plastic. Now I can't do it at that height, but we will do it. This height would be the correct height, I think, anyway. It is, yes. Not that one. Right, so that'll be 157 plastic coming in. So actually, that's a Mark 3. That's already a Mark 3 there. No, it is now. So then that's split 3 ways. The rest of the belts are correct. And is that the only high number? So that's all I've got to think about. Right, so now we have over here, it's that one there, and I think that one. So these should now connect. Pretty sure that's the Mark 3 at the bottom. Yep. Perfect. Rightio. Alright, that'll go to there. Perfect. Now, Hendo, welcome. Good to see you there. How are you? Everything's working fine now. I apologise for the other day. There was a Twitch chat issue because when I tried to connect the next evening to Twitch chat was not working on both my bots and in my web browser. So I didn't stream yesterday. And then halfway through that, when I was just playing the computer, I left it all on. It just started working. So I was like, I'm good, no worries. Thanks very much. It helped me fix a few things. Not fix up. I upgraded my router and a few other things while I was troubleshooting everything. So I had some overdue jobs that got done because of it. But yeah, thank you very much for those gifted subs. That was absolutely awesome. Alright, so this one... we'll go here. Put my feet down. the blueprint to connect the buildings. That's it. I don't know what this building is going to be for. It's a small one, but I'm sure we'll have some small production line at some point I'm going to have to fulfill. Time for a save. We're just going to do that component of the building at the moment. Let's keep running it across. So now this is where it's going to get tricky, because this is going to conflict. So what I might do is, does that change height? It does, yeah. I'm going to drop this. That'll fix that just perfectly. How have you been today, Hendo, by the way? Right, that takes you right to there. It's going to hit there, so let's come here. I might do this. Perfect. As long as that's coming through, I'll be happy. Just get rid of that. Don't care about it. Just make sure that's feeding through. There's still a back feed here, so we're not crashing out. Oh, Randy's found something to bark at. Perfect, and that's all feeding back. Yep. Alright, that's great. Okay, so that allows me now to do right here. That one there and that one there. That'll be a Mark 3 to there. I've done the wrong direction on that side. You idiot. Oh, really? Right, and then let's grab one of, I suppose, or we'll just grab this. No, I don't want that. I think I'm going to do that. And the other one is at this height. I think that'll be it. Perfect. I love it when a plan comes together. And now this come down. Perfect. And that one, we're going to try and keep them together, so like that. Right, next building. So it's there, and it's there. Yeah. Probably gonna get all messed up in here now. I don't think. Yeah, we've got some stuff going on. This rubber, I could bring that around the corner and then I could still get through, so I could change that. And the other one at this height. I might have to change it. That cable, I may have to drop it one, maybe? It's 1, 2, 3 down from the top one. So 1, 2, 3, it's that one there. So that, I could drop that by 1 and poke that through. But I think there's some other stuff blocking it here, which means it may not be, we may go up. Now these actually, so we're heading into this factory. This is a plastic factory. There's no reason why I couldn't just go higher and then drop them with everything else. I think we might do that. Just spotted a missing piece of beam there. There was another one I spotted over here a while ago. Did I ever fix it? I can't remember. Can't see it. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So the bottom one I can get around, but I think I might, instead of fiddling around the other building, so this is where I'm coming in here. I think we might go up instead. And come through so I've got some pipes to contend with here. How about we came... Yeah, what about if we come through... So I can do one this way. Can I? No. No, that's... Oh yeah, canister. With the canister, yeah. Oh, the canister's there. Maybe... Okay, maybe I'll push the canister across. Just gotta logically think about this. Canisters are... There's no reason why I can't... go on that side. Okay, I can do some logistics here. So there would be one here, and even just one here. Not there. That one's... yeah, if I did that and that, right? Let's just make sure I can get through on the other side over here with that. Right, there's nothing blocking that. We can make all that work. Right. Alright, so my idea here is... to use these two spots. And I can just do some belt magic to make that happen. Alright, while I'm just going to go have a quick break and I'll leave you with a nice view. Rightio, I'm back, and while I do this task for about 5 or 10 minutes, I'm going to chew on some jerky, which means I'm going to mute my mic and I won't talk for a bit. So don't enjoy my jerky noises. I've finished my lovely snack. And I'm going to get back to doing this. So there's no reason why I couldn't do. Let's see if I can figure this out. I will change the belt speed when it's correct. That to there, that to there. So this one could go to there. And whip around. And I could actually have, I reckon, one here. Like that. So the bottom one would be the Mark III. Now, they're both on this side, so let me just re-evaluate that. Because possibly you would just do one here. Give that one to there. So that can be the second one. And then you could easily do another one maybe here. I want to get to the bottom. You could do a curve. That makes for a nicer transition. I don't need that then. So that would be the Mark III. And then this would be the normal one, Mark I. Ah, that's beautiful. Except this. I'm going to redo pipe bellow. Actually, that's right. We'll just put clean pipes. And that fixes any issue. Alright. So we've got Mark 3 at the bottom. That was a lot of work, but that was the best way to do it. Now, I'm having a look here. We're doing this one and this one. We haven't built these. Right. So I need to build one machine and 3 machines. I'm assuming these levels are populated already. Yep, that one is. That one's not, right. 4 machines, that's perfect. 1 machine and 3 machines. That's what we need. So I'll do 1 machine. I'll do this 1 machine as the Mark 1. And then this one here is the Mark 3. Actually, I'm just going to, well, this is all going to be different actually. What I do know I need is a blank. Right, so there's no byproduct on these. And there's 2 inputs. Right. So this will be the single machine. So this is for adaptive assembly director system. And the next part is the supercomputer. There. Heisenberg, hello. Making a new world, clean to make a mega factory that has like 500 train stations. Holy moly. You've certainly set yourself a challenge there. That's going to take up a lot of real estate. Sounds fun. So the input is going to be rubber. And that's going to be 13.98. And the other input's going to be fuel, which I think is just that one, and it's coming in at 13.98. Right, and then the output is plastic. So this is making 27.96. So that's at 46.6%. This is recycled plastic. At right. I built that machine. Right, now the next one is this is Supercomputer. It feels like that Minecraft starter house building meme. Like 10 seconds later you created Hogwarts. Yep. I see. I'm not familiar with the meme, but I'm sure it's funny. We're making 157.5. Oh, hold on. What am I? Oh yeah, okay, right, sorry, no. My mistake. My input is 78.75 by 3, which is 26.25 each. Fuel is the second. And it's the same numbers as this. And then plastic's the output. And it's 157.5. That's 52.5 each. Right. So out here, I'm not going to need this on the output. I assume that's the output. That's the in. Yep. Right. This here is our that's what I want. I'll just replace the belts. might actually get rid of the might get rid of the belts out of the blueprint, to be honest. I do need to, well, that's an interesting one. It's not, it's neither here nor there. I'm actually going to delete and recreate them and hook them in. I think that's going to be the go. Oh, green's spotted something on the side. Right, and they're all done, and then that one's a straight output. Alright, so this is the Mark III output. This will be the lowest belt. Now, I might see if we can go down next to this. We can for a bit. Yeah, keep going. Oh, Randy. I was going to mute this up. He's coming to tell me about it. There must be something outside that's coming to get him. Or me. Right. Just trying to figure out. If that's blocked off there. I reckon... Oh yeah, I know what to do. So I think I can still keep coming down. Yeah, we'll come down here. And we can do a wraparound. Yeah, okay. Let's try that. They're going to be right next to each other. I think they'll be fine. Right, this is the floor. Alright, we are going to... I'd say this is going to be the Mark III. Which is the lower one. Oh, Randy, it's all right. Alright, so this is going to come down to here. Nice. That's actually that one there. I think it's that one there. Yeah, it's that one there. No, I'm going the wrong way. Because we're sending it out. Right, so that's the Mark III. That's perfect. Oh, you definitely don't need that one and that one there. Right, so that's the Mark III, and then the Mark II I'm going to have that one there. And then I'll have this. Well, it's a Mark 1, not a Mark 2, but anyway. I know what I'm saying. And I can use that there. Yeah, we can go to here. So actually, I don't need that there. I think it needs to go there. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I don't need this. So that here I'm going to bring to here. That's right, yep. And I'm going to drop it down. So there. Now we just need to run the lifts up, connect them to, and we've got everything linked. Then we need to actually start production lines. Hold on. freeze on the left, okay? Is that gonna... No, that's gonna be fine. It's close, but it'll be fine. Right. Excuse me. Right, so I'm going to have one there. And that one there, I think. So you'll have this one here. Beautiful. That is all of that belted, but that's it. These were recycled plastic that needed 87.5% for 3 machines. That's 1, 2, 3. Right. So that's actually all ready to go. So I might start on this and work out how... apparently I know how this works, but well, I made the spreadsheet, so I should know. So I need rubber. I need 78.75 rubber. Now what's this 135 rubber computer? That's for the computer, that's not this. It's this one I need. It's getting it. I'm making recycled bolt. We'll just go and build this one and this one. going to check those numbers. So I'll go my plastic. No, it's not. That's for the computer. No, that's not it. No, it's not that one. Plastic for the super. Yeah, it's this one. 13.96. So if I look here at plastic, that was 17.8, and that's that there. Right. We're going to go build these two. So they are, so that's two. Well, let me build. Let me start off with this. A smart splitter. Right, no, I need to. Right, so I haven't done any. I do have a sink in this building. Yes, I just haven't used it for a while. What have I got here? Alright, so I've got this one I could use. I've just got to delete those floor supports. So there's that, and then that there. And males will do. I don't know if they're going to come in at the same height, but that one there. That's bringing in a Mark II belt of rubber. And same with that one. Right, overflow. I need to deal with overflow. So there's a sink down here. But I don't think I've connected to it because I haven't had any solid inputs that I needed to. Yeah, I haven't. So is that's in the way, right? Okay, so I need to attach to this. That's Mark 5, that's Mark 5, that's Mark 4. So I'm going to make that there. Oh, looks like we've got a visitor. What's going on, mate? Coming up for a pat? Hey? Oh, oh, he's a good boy, hey? He's a good boy. Hey. Oh. So we're going to run some overflow from way up there down to here and sync it. What are you licking my desk for? Hey? What are you licking my desk for? You did that earlier. Hey? You did that earlier, mate. Hmm? Hey? Hmm? There? Hmm? Alright, come on. Rightio, we're back. The Wes dude shakes a lamb's tail, shakes another lamb's tail. He's late. Look, I didn't say how long the intervals of the lamb's tail shaking were. So, yeah, it's a bit of a conundrum, that, isn't it? That overflow. I do have overflow upper floor. Alright, that's what I need. So is that Mark 5? It is now. Right, let's go up a floor. Right, so that's that overflow coming in here. What is that, like Crevolution talk that says there's no disagreement between Genesis and Big Bang Theory? I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to say I know what you just said. The words I just said were, but they sound important. Right, there. Hold on, I have. Yeah, no, this is it. We're going to join it in here. I've got sinks further up, I think. Yeah, hold on. I think I've... Oh, no, I think I deleted them. Or I powered them off. I had one in here. Yeah, I actually got rid of them. Yeah, in that case we'll go up. Yeah, I got rid of them. I didn't... because I've moved where all that's happening. Yeah, there was another one on this floor too. Crevolution is the theory that merges the Bible creation myth in Genesis and the Big Bang Theory. It's based on the question, how long is a day to God? Because one day to God could be 5 billion human years. Well, that sounds about right. I see. There you go. I learned something new today. I would have never thought that. Alright. Oh, in that case, I'm going to join it in here. So that's overflow. That's going down. Right, yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, because I'm making empty yeah, this is excess plastic. Anyway. If I come out here, I can join it in here if I wanted to. That's probably easier here. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll join it in here. I think what I could do here is literally put another wall hole here. No, that's blocking it there, isn't it? Maybe not. Let's have a look. Right, so given that framework, there would not be competition between creationism and evolution. There can be two different ways to explain the same thing. Right, I see. To make everyone happy kind of thing. Right, that's not what I want there. Alright. That's not going to work there. Oh yeah, because I've got all this here. But it would work here. I had that there. We're going to have to do some digging, but that's not going to work. Oh yeah, it's going to be alright there. I can still yeah. So what I could do is have let's put this in place. There's a bit of fiddling around to do here, but we're going to get it done. So that there. Let's put on some belts. 3 and 4, just change those settings. Alright, so that could go to here. And then this could be like that. And that to there. a bit short, so I need... Well, actually, I don't need all that. All I need is... Right, so that's overflow going down. So now that that's going down, let's start going up to bring it down. And hope we don't hit any obstacles in the way. There's that one there. Keep going up. That is going to conflict, so we will do this. Like so. Give that a bit of support. Right. This is the floor I want to be on. Nice. Okay, so overflow. Can be... Let's work out what height I'm going to set the overflow. Well, actually, if they're at that height, that actually would work. That there, and that one just will go down and wrap around. And then the pipes, maybe I'll go up, to be honest. Oh, here we go. Actually, we did this. Yeah, we do this. Overflow and overflow. And then we can just go up and across. Yeah, that's I like that. I like that. Is it going to get in the way of the pipes? We'll find out. Kind of like it. I don't mind this. This might work. And this lets us do more overflow later. Oh yeah, so if I did it there, but what if I did it over here? Then it's out of the way. Yep, we'll do that. So we're going to need I might do in here. Yeah, that looks right. Just making sure it looks right. And then this one. Not like that, that's for sure. That goes across there. And that's coming in here. We're off. It's. I really need to come across for that. We'll move this across a bit and then right, so that to there, that to there. This to here. Okay, so we've got left is overflow. And we've got right is overflow. Alright, so I've got the overflow sorted. So now we're going actually, oops, I bumped my trackball. Now we could make the rubber machines. Now I know where the rubber's got to come in. I've got that, so that's planned for future more stuff to come in. So rubber, if we came across, which is rubber factory is a lot shorter. I think the rubber, I do want to come across this way. But I'm going to do it on the other side. Maybe. Alright, so we need to make one machine of rubber and... Okay, one at 100%. No. Right, here we go. Okay, so let's have a look here. I've got two machines here available. Excuse me. I need to make this one here and this one here. No. I need to make this one here. Oh yeah. If I did 131.25%, I'd make one machine there, and the other one is 23%, so that's two machines. So these two machines, perfect. I use those spots up. So this is the input, and this would be the output. So if I was to have a look at what's available going across this way, I'll probably go as high up as possible. Well, no, I don't really need to actually. There's a bit of a change that must have happened here at some point. There's a bit happening above. I could easily... Well, looking at it here, I don't want to use up. These two are not in use, apart from that there. But yes, it looks like if I brought in can't go that way. I think the way I'll do this is that one and that one. And it's literally, I can't use either of those. Yeah, this would go here. I think we can do that. I'm just trying to work out where there are spots available. Actually, you know what? Kind of works here, doesn't it? Do it here. Okay, so I can come up here. There's a lot of stuff in the way here. Could definitely do some there. Probably some here. Bit of routing going on here, but whatever's required to make it happen. So can I go, yeah, right. Let's just say one was there. Right. So if we did that, what's that going to look like up here? That seems okay. And that. Seems alright there. That seems alright there. And it's okay here, and this is the floor I want to be on. Rightio. They are, so I could still do so one's a Mark II and one's a Mark III. Yeah. Yep. So let's work it out. Which one would be, so we're on So I need that there. And that one there. So this is my, if this was the, which is one, so if I made that Mark II there, that would be, yeah, so to have that one, yep, alright, let's do that. So that there, goes to there. So this is going to be Mark II. Mark II, Mark II, it's all Mark II, and then this one's Mark I. Right, doesn't go that far. Okay, that's all right. It goes to there. It does not reach to there, but if I get it to there, then we have a reach. There, but it will go to there. It'll reach to there. Will it reach to there? No. That's our Mark I and our Mark II. Rubber coming in. Annoyed me right as I clicked. No, this one did it too. God. Right, okay. So this is Mark II. Right. So the left side is Mark II. That's the Mark II. That's the Mark I. Now we get to here and we're going to flip. There's no reason why we can't use. Well, let's do it properly. Alright, so we're here. Where am I coming in? Or is it I've still got to go down another floor? Yeah, I've got to go down another floor. That's right. So I can. This, oh yeah, yeah, we can do, hold on, yeah, I could do that. They're in the same height, so it's not going to work. I think the way I'm going to do this is I'll do one there and one there. So as for going down, we will go that's that one there, that one there. Yep, okay. One there and one there. This is the incoming rubber. So the Mark II would be there. And the Mark I will be here. And I will so then so that's still Mark II going down. Right, so Mark II is going to be at the bottom. Is this the way I wanted to do it? No, actually, I'm going to do... I'm going to do this. Trying to remember how I was going to do this. I was thinking about it earlier. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Baz, hello, welcome. How are you today? Nice to meet you. Okay, so that one that way. Yeah, and then this one was going to be... Yeah, that's right. Let's try this. That's it. And then we'll get our Mark II. Let's say we go to here. Alright, so Mark II's on top. I'm glad we got all that sorted. Alright, yeah. Mark II's on top. So then... what have we got here? We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to skip straight across. just got to double check. Double check. So I know that I said Mark 2's on top. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, right. What side are we on? I suppose we'll go there. Does it reach? Ooh. We're nearly there. Nah. Did I get it right? I got it right. Rightio. This is the building it's coming from. Now, I think we're gonna do this. Now that should reach to there. Nice. Rightio. So, did we work it? Did I didn't make any note of which one was going to be which. Yeah. So we just work that out. Alright, so Mark 2. Right, this is where we'll make some changes here. So these are going to be recycled rubber. So there's going to be no output fluids. So this will be a Mark 1, I reckon. I'm going to bring this out to here. Right. So then Mark 2. How's that? You go to there. Yep. To there. There's the next one up there. Alright, before I forget, recycled rubber this one is going to be at 131.25%. No power. That's probably because that doesn't connect to there. And this one will be 23.3%. Right, and I'll put the signs in front of them in a sec. So there's one there. That one there. And that one there. Right, and we'll get rid of some of these. Oh, they're in there for a bit. No, get rid of them. Perfect. This one, I don't even know why they're there. Right, so now that I've got those done, I might just put some of these in here too, because I feel like it. Science, 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 science. This one's annoying, but I reckon I'm going to put this one just here. Alright, so alright, so this one here is going to be for supercomputer. But no, the plastic is the next. It's for the plastic, recycled plastic. Right, and so it's bringing in we're bringing in plastic. $39.375. And we're bringing in fuel. Hold on. Fuel. Right. And we're outputting rubber. And it's 78.75. And then there is a nothing on the bottom. I'm just going to copy these. This one is for adaptive control systems. Or is it system? Can't remember if it's plural or not. And it is $6.99. Right, and then it is outputting 13.98. Rubber. Okay. So we've now made that one, and we've made that one. Then we'll have to go back and make plastic and make it, which equals 39.375 plastic, which equals 6.99. Alright, so then here I then need to make 39. This one here. So one machine making rubber, one machine making plastic, and it's outputting 39.375, and the other one I don't know. Shinzo, welcome. The other one I'm working out. Let's go back to our rubber and make sure that one 6.98. Plastic S16. Ah, right there, that one, yep. No. Oh yeah, 13. That's making 20. Yeah, I think I made a mistake there. I've got to work that one out. I think I'll play with the spreadsheet for that one tomorrow. But that one's correct. I think this is wrong here. That should be pointing to rubber. I've already made that one. Ah, it's this one here. Rubber, plastic. Oh yeah, okay. This is the rubber for the plastic for the yeah, right. So it's this one here. It's already been made. So it's I16 T. So this rubber this one here needs 6.99 plastic. Alright, that was needed. So this one's needed for that. The plastic here, so rubber, I16, that's it. This is one. It's already made because I was using it for this is the starting point rubber for the whole production line. So that's plastic. All right, that'll be because I use that to make the heavy oil residue for the smokeless powder for the Nuke Nobilis, even though I'm not making the Nuke Nobilis yet. But that'll be, it's either on this one here or the one up. It's outputting 6.98 plastic. I think it's the next four up. This is it here. Yep. Outputting. Set to 35%. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So it's 10 crude oil coming in. It's 10 plastic out. What? No, this sign's wrong. That's 35%. The heavy oil residue is supposed to be being used by the smokeless powder. So why is it backed up? I'm not sinking it, that's why. I need to sink the smokeless powder. My refinery's on fire? Tell me about it. Okay, this is, yeah. So this is correct. My sign's not correct. So I should be having 10.5 crude oil coming in. How have you been, Shinzo? My plastic output should be, well, we'll just say 7. And the heavy oil residue is 3.5. Not too bad. How about you? I am doing pretty good, thank you. So why isn't that actually being sunk? I'm gonna follow that. So that's the... Oh, I'm not going to follow the pipe. I'm just going to go over to the... The pipe's obviously full. So I assume I'm just not sinking it over here. Got to run soon to uni, but preferred just to sit and play Satisfactory. Oh, I understand. So is it this floor? That's the floor below. Alright, so. Oh no, yep, they're all coming in here. So let's go and find out why. It's obviously the floor above. Maybe I'm just not sinking the black powder. Homing ammo, turbo ammo, nuke noblesse, this one. Yeah, I'm not sinking the black powder. And I need to do that. So where's my overflow line? Is here. Here it is. So temporarily I'm going to sink it . betcha this is going to look crap. Oh, just won't reach. How annoying. Add the power plant to your Emirates to make it 15 gigawatts of power out of 450 oil pipe. I went and packaged diluted fuel just for giggles, and it was a nightmare to bug. But it works in the end, yeah. They are very frustrating to decipher sometimes, aren't they? I'm going to put that there, I reckon. So it's definitely not that high. I think it's that high. Yep, there we go. Alright, well that'll sink that. It's only making 5 per minute, but I need it being... I was wondering, do I flush the pipe or do I let it be? I'll just let it be, because it'll be a while before I get all this running. Yeah. Because I'm probably going to drone that black powder out to where I nuke Nobusk's. The trick to package diluted fuel is to link some packages and refineries, empty canisters and package water. Right. Get it in a loop, a closed loop. Yep. Well, I'm going to pause it there, I think, because the next steps are going to be a bit... Yeah, I've got more to do, and I'm going to... We're half of the diluted package fuel stuff is done. The recycled rubber and plastic's done. I just need to... We'll be on to making the fuel component of it yet next to make all this work. So yeah, there's a little bit to be done, and that's going to take a few more hours. That's probably going to be the most complicated part of this whole build, is the recycled rubber and plastic. How many coupons have we made today? A 9. Whoa, yes, that's a nice number. 9. Rightio. Well, very productive stream today, folks. We worked on the high-speed connectors for the supercomputers. We got the machines built and belted. Then we started on the recycled rubber and plastic for the plastic I need for the supercomputers. We got half of that done, but then then we have to continue that on. Everything's belted up to the supercomputer manufacturers, but now we have to make all the products for all the other machines that feed it. So that's where we're up to now, and the recycled rubber plastic is what we're working on now. Have a good morning and afternoon, every night. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.